Hiya, yes. If I have a guy in a position to armbar him, but he's holding on for dear life with his hands and really giving me a tough time finishing that armbar, well, I don't have to armbar him. I can dislocate his elbow and basically crush his bicep with this move. Alright, so check this out. It requires a little flexibility and speed, but this is a great way to finish an armbar that's not even an armbar. I'm going to take the leg that's not holding his head down. This leg is my priority because it's controlling his head. And I'm going to cross that over the arm that's on this side of Tom's body. So I go boom, just like so. Now, my forearm is in here, and it's right in the groove of his bicep. I'm going to be able to start using my leg to close his arm on my bicep. If I don't get this thing deep enough, which it doesn't feel like it is right now, I'll grab my own foot and I'll put it in. Ideally, you'll have the flexibility to just hop it all the way over. Does that hurt, Tom?
That's good.
Okay. Now, a lot of times guys will actually let go of their grip the moment that you slap your leg on top of their arms when you're trying to finish this arm bar. Now, wherever you are, if you take the fat part of your forearm and you put it in the crook of your bicep and then flex your arm around it, you can feel how that really starts to smash your muscles in there. Now, if you also clamp a leg over top of that and then have somebody pulling as hard as possible, well, it's going to both crush your bicep again and dislocate your elbow.
Now, I cross this foot over the top of the other one, and I want to start tearing backwards. So I can separate his elbow. I don't need to bend his arm back like this. I'll just tear his elbow in half as is. Now, you always want to be, when you're doing a slicer or a crush, this is the skinny part of my elbow, this is fatter. Skinny, fat. So as soon as I'm ready to start pushing or putting pressure on this arm, I turn this up so it's the fattest part of my arm. So now his bicep is being crushed under a jagged bone, and you know, pretty much just the most leverage around the biggest fulcrum that I can wedge in that joint. And if a guy's being a real pain in the ass about defending my arm bar, I switch immediately to that bicep slicer, and I get him 9 times out of 10.
Now, the most common mistake that I see people make when they're throwing this move is instead of taking the leg that's crossed over the guy's body, they take their leg that's on the guy's head and cross that one over. But that's obviously a problem because it's that leg that's supposed to keep the guy pinned flat on his back while you either finish the armbar or obviously this move. Now, not a lot of people throw this move. This is not a common one, so I'm happy to give it to you. Practice this and you'll certainly mess up a lot of arms and finish a lot more of those tough arm bars.